Hi everyone. Here I am again, and it's time for the next session. If you like my previous session, thank you for that. I hope you bear with me through this one as well. Once again, I'm going to focus on five things which you can use correctly. That's Alvin. He's getting cranky. Avi, Avi, hi. Say hi to everyone. Ava, come here. Hi. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Mistake number one, people don't know the difference. Most people don't know the difference between alphabets and letters. Okay. If you're playing a game, you tell people think of five alphabets in your head. No, that's incorrect. What you're saying is think of five letters in your head. Okay. When you're saying alphabet, it constitutes the whole set. That rhymed. I think I'm getting into the whole rhyme thing right now. So alphabet is A to Z, the whole set, but the individual letters are letters. Okay, A is a letter, B is a letter. It's not an alphabet. All right. So that's mistake number one. Avoid it. Mistake number two. One, I've often heard people say, "I have passed out from so and so institute. Last year I passed out of this place." No, passing out is mostly the act of fainting. Okay, when you say you have actually passed out of a place, what you want to say is graduated. I've graduated from so and so institute. I've graduated from so and so place last year or whatever. So use the word graduated. Okay, so this one is a very common error. I've often seen my own friends do it or my own office people do it. They often say he is not picking up the call, or I tried calling the parent, she is not picking up the call. Picking up a call is incorrect English. What you want to say is nobody answered. All right. Now you may wonder, but if is picking up the phone correct? Yes, picking up the phone is not wrong. When you're actually trying to say you literally pick up a phone, okay? Because when this term originated, the phrase pick up, it actually people used to pick up the phone to answer calls. These days, you can just use your devices to just answer. You tap and you answer. So what you're saying is you're answering a call. You don't say you pick up a call. Pick up a call is wrong. Don't use it. This one is particularly a weird one. I don't know if many of you have heard this, or if you don't make this error, you'll think I'm making it up. But I swear I've heard people say this. So people misuse the phrase as if and as it is. I think they don't understand the difference in as it is and as if, and they often misuse it. So I've heard people say as if I was going to come when they actually want to say as it is I was going to come. Okay, now I'll explain the difference in case you didn't understand what I just said. The word as if has a more sarcastic tone to it. So, you want to say, yeah, as if, let's say somebody has been working a lot the whole night and you tell them, hey, did you watch that movie? Yeah, as if. But the word as it is, matlab anyway. Anyway, I was going to do it. So as it is, I was going to do it. So never use as it is in place of as if or vice versa. I have seen people making this error. If you don't make it, sorry, no offense to you. Unless. I think this is a very complicated affair for several people. They don't understand how to use unless correctly. I think there's a very easy trick to use unless correctly. And again, I'm not going into the rules of English. I'm just trying to make it simpler for you to understand. In your head, when you want to understand how to use the word unless, remember the word unless stands for if something doesn't happen. Now, if something doesn't happen, charo words ke liye I'm using one word and that is unless, which means if you don't study, you will fail. Unless you study, you will fail. So I just replaced if you don't study, if you don't equals to unless. Unless you study, you will fail. Um, if you step out, you will contract COVID. Unless you step out, you will not contract COVID. You see what I did there? Now, when I say if you step out, there's no negative word over here. I'm not saying if you don't step out. I'm saying if you step out, you will contract COVID. Simpler language, mein, what I'm saying is if I don't step out, I will not contract COVID. So if I don't, now again, now I have my unless. So unless I step out, I will not contract COVID. So every time you want to use the word unless, just think of it as a negative word should be there in your head and that you're replacing with unless. So these were my five mistakes for the day. I think the first one was usage of the word letters and alphabets. The second one is saying passing out when you actually want to say graduated. The third one is picking up a phone when you actually want to say answering. All right. The fourth one is the use of as if or as it is. The fifth one is the use of unless. Okay, so these were the five things I wanted to focus on today. Now I know I keep doing this when I want to say five, it's just a stupid habit. I also want to add that someone told me yesterday, why don't you explain to us why saying something is wrong? Why do you just say it's wrong? If you are really keen on knowing why something is wrong, Google it up. Okay, if I go to explain that in my video, you will get bored. We all know that neem is bitter, but do you really want to know why neem is bitter? That example didn't actually have much weight. But what I'm saying is, I want my videos to be short and sweet. I want people to only focus on what's wrong and how you can improve it. But if you have more interest, you should do what I do. I Google it up. Okay, you should also Google it up. And the first hit on Google is not always the correct thing. So please don't be misled. I think a lot of people don't know how to use Google search. You type something and you see something on the top and you believe and you're like, sir, see, these people are using it. Like word forums, for instance, are not legit usage of the English words. Okay, so everything you read over there is not always correct. I hope you guys have a nice week. Uh, Take care. Bye.